Hi, welcome to Glitter Glue and Fairy Dust. This is Amy, and today we are going to make a two-sided decoration for fall and Halloween. First thing I did was take some of the Dollar Tree ornaments that you can get, the wood ornaments, and I filled their holes with spackle. Then I took this decoration that you're going to see. It says pick your poison. I just used the 3 bottles off of it. That's all I wanted to use, so I cut them from the decoration. I didn't bother filling in the holes. I'll show you why in a little bit. Then I took 3 of these house decorations from the Dollar Tree, and I wanted to make them look a little bit more fall-like to me, so I painted just the tops of the houses. I painted one of them in sage, one of them in peacock, and one of them in pumpkin. These are all Waverly chalk paint colors. And I will have a link to them in my description box below. Then and you'll see that 2 of them are white and one of them is chalkboard. That's all I could find, the way I found them. It's okay because I'm going to cover the inside anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. After the spackle was dry, I sanded the ornaments, and then I'm going to paint them. I'm going to paint one of the leaves in the color Maize from Waverly, and then the pumpkin I'm going to do in the pumpkin color, and then I'm going to do one of the leaves in crimson. Now, I actually am showing this pumpkin, although I'm not going to end up using it. So you'll see it, but I'm not going to end up using it. Now, I did dab a couple different colors on that red leaf, as you saw. I kind of made it a mottled color on purpose. I liked that. So now I'm taping off the top where I painted on these houses, because I'm going to paint the backs and the sides with black Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. So I'm taping off the sides so that I don't get where I've already painted. So I'm just using my X-Acto knife to cut along the side, or to drag the blade just around the side so I can get a clean edge. Sorry, I'm not describing it very well, but you can see what I'm doing here. If you don't feel like you're getting a clean enough cut doing it the one way, you can just turn it over and cut it from underneath, and you do. I'm painting the tops and then the backs and the insides of the backs, all with one coat of Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. Now, you catch a lot of things on the camera that you don't otherwise see. There was a couple of spots that I could see that didn't get paint, but you can't see that in the finished project, so it's no big deal. All right, so then I took Waverly Antique Wax, and I took a chippy brush and I just went around the edge of the leaves and the pumpkin. Again, I'm not going to use the pumpkin, but I'll show you because it's in the footage anyway. So as you can see, I've got that mottled red leaf, and then I've got the yellow leaf, and I did the stems also in the Waverly Antique Wax to kind of make the stems darker. And then I am doing on this pumpkin, I'm just taking the Waverly Antique Wax, I'm drawing 2 grooves down the center, and then I'm just kind of making shadow at this top where the stem would be, and also at the bottom. Then on this yellow leaf, I took some antique wax with some pumpkin and then just a little bit more of that maize color, and I just kind of made the leaf look a little mottled. I wanted it to look like it was in the transition of changing color. Then I took those 3 bottles. I wanted the wax seals, or the lids on top, to look like wax seals. So I took my hot glue and I just made a bead of hot glue all the way around the top where the lid impression is on these signs. Once that dried, I took the corresponding color. So on the one that was kind of the reddish or the orange, I took a red color. It's the crimson color from Antique Wax, or from Waverly chalk paint. And then on the black one, I used chalk paint in the color ink. And then on the one that is the more orange or brownish orange, I took a little bit of orange pumpkin color and a little bit of antique wax and mix them together. And they dry kind of flat, so it looks like the wax that you get like on a normal wax seal in the bottle. Then I took some vinyl from the Dollar Tree. So instead of painting the inside of these houses, I decided that I may want to use them again for another thing. So I actually just used the vinyl. Now, I lost the footage somehow of me, my camera stopped working, so I didn't get the footage of me lining the inside of these frames. But basically what I did was take 3 different colors, 1 pumpkin, 1 maroon, and then 1 in the yellow, and I just lined the inside of those houses. The side that's going to be the Halloween or the fall side. Then on the other side that we're going to make into the Halloween side, I wanted to put my bottles on, but I wanted them to kind of be 3D. So I had some of those pearls, and I didn't have any beads. So I took the pearls and I glued a pearl on the back of each of the bottles. And also I glued pearls on the back of the leaves and to put those in as well. Now I'm going to decorate the middle house. At first I thought maybe I would cut some of those pumpkins in half and put them on there, but I didn't like the way that looked. So I had a pick that had pumpkins on it that I had gotten from the Dollar Tree. So I cut all the pumpkins off and I kind of just started gluing those orange pumpkins on after I joined my 3 houses together. As you can see, I did not paint the inside of all of the houses. I did that on purpose because if I ever wanted to reuse them, all I would have to do is cover just the outside. So at first, like I said, I thought I would put some of the white pumpkins in, but I never could make those lie the way I wanted. So I decided to put some of the leaves from that pick that I had cut up, and I just started stacking the orange pumpkins in. Actually, I lied. Before I did that, I took some antique wax from Waverly and distressed the houses. I just wanted to bring that paint down just a little bit. No rhyme or reason how I did it, just did it. Then I started kind of stacking those pumpkins. So once I got those in, I was okay with the way they looked, but I thought it needed more. So I did get another pick that I had gotten from the Dollar Tree. It's just a fall pick, and it had like some berry clusters on it. So I cut those off and put them in here as well. You'll see here in just a second. So some stacked pumpkins, a few leaves, and I kind of went outside the frame here. You can see I'm kind of going outside the frame, which is fine. No rules. This is mine. I can do whatever I want with it. So you can see I'm kind of stacking those berries in and kind of going into both sides, not completely, but I am making it more 3D, which is fine because I decided I didn't want to use the other pumpkin. I decided I want to use these 3D pumpkins. So I still did use my leaves. And then on this side, I'm just stacking my bottles in. And like I said, I put the pearls on the back just so that I could get them kind of a 3D. I did use just a light glue especially when I was gluing on top of that vinyl. I didn't want to melt it, but everything glued on just fine. Here you can see the finished project. It is not any specific style of decorating. I just like the colors, so I made it my own. So there is the fall side, and then in a second I'll show you the Halloween side. I'm kind of obsessed right now with being able to use things 2 ways. So this is kind of just a fun little project. I just want to thank you for stopping by. I know you got lots of options, lots of channels, but you came here. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. I would like to welcome all the new subscribers and thank you from the bottom of my heart for stopping by. I love your comments and I love having you along for the ride. I enjoy what I'm doing. That's why I keep doing it. If there's something that you specifically like or want to see, just let me know in the comments. I hope to see you next week. I hope your week is fantastic. Thanks and have a great day.